So today we're doing like our fall collection shoot. So I have 3 hoodies for you guys that I brought.
Wait, so I have to be in the shoot?
Yes!
You didn't tell me that.
I thought I did.
No, you told me that you wanted me to come to the photo shoot.
So you didn't bring no jeans, no sneakers, no nothing?
Okay, first of all, you need to talk to my agent.
I don't like no shit like
Girl,
that.
show me
Don't
a receipt
using
because
me.
you did not tell me
That's
I
like
was
we showed up somebody's house. They're like,
today.
"Oh, can you cook?"
You don't
Like,
really do anything
wait,
without
hold
a
up.
check involved.
It's for the black mommies.
Like promos for the
This is a
website, or is
setup.
it like clothing?
So this is like our hoodie collection.
And she
So like
shouldn't.
we're doing
Okay.
a big Black Friday sale.
This bitch done put me on a Black Friday sale. What I look like?
She got us part of the Black Friday sale. Like, we need to have some.
Not put me on a Black Friday sale.
Yo, I might agree with y'all from last week. Candy Reed's been, but it's all been in confessionals.
But her read's been on point.
It's been on point this season.
And it'd be subtle too. It'd be subtle.
Yes, bitch. And I hate when people, like you said, Chef, when they pull the okey doke on your ass when you show up. Like, bitch, I didn't come here for that. It's like Z, when I went to her little baby shower. How the fuck did I start doing all this, cleaning up, doing this all? Bitch, I came to enjoy. Why am I moving tables? Have all this shit done.
Well, I'm not on the setup committee. Why am I on the setup committee?
Okay.
Hey, how are you? But I can't decide if we should do curry, jerk, or brown stew. Okay.
Shall we do curry?
I think curry. I think curry.
Okay, curry chicken.
Yeah, curry chicken.
All right,
for
so
sure.
first thing first is we gotta get some chicken seasoning.
What else do we need?
We need pepper.
Oh,
And
pepper.
let me tell you about Scotch bonnet pepper.
But I don't want it too hot, Mom.
I can't cook without spice.
So my mom.
Chef,
What's up?
curry, jerk, or brown stew? Our resident Jamaican.
I
And
would have
chef.
went with curry
And
too.
chef.
I would have went with curry too.
You would
I
have?
like
Curry.
curry.
Stains, though.
It do, but it's so universal. Everyone likes a little curry.
Okay.
You will go to jerk, everybody like, oh, that's too hot, that's too spicy. Brown stew is very close to jerk. So
I like brown stew, though.
I like, my friends tend to like brown stew too.
Mhm.
I would have curried the seafood, like curry shrimp, and I would have made like some brown stew chicken.
Yay! It's got my mouth watering.
Give them a taste of the
that what got you,
island,
man?
child.
Was that what got your mouth watering?
Feeling well. Yesterday, she went to a photo shoot for Sonya. Did you know that? You didn't go? No. I didn't know about it.
Are you serious?
So you knew something about it?
Okay, Sonya did invite me like, a week ago. And then yesterday, she sent me a text to say that she didn't think that her photo shoot would be a good place for us to have our talk.
I know I'm not a mom, but just to know she didn't invite you. But why Kenya and Candy? Is it because of followers? They have more publicity?
They
Or
so
thank
shady
you.
for this.
I've been a good friend, and I just feel...
First of all, if you're in business, I would want Kenya and Candy to be a part of my campaign. What's wrong with that? If you're a good business person, or if
That's a
you
no-brainer.
know, what the fuck?
Don't be sea salty.
Okay.
Furthermore, Marlo, you don't have any children, so how is my mommy's gonna do on your page when, like, you borrowing your kids for the show?
But ooh.
I was about to say, I think
not
Marlo
rent a
is a
child.
mother, is a Monty, and
Child, rent a baby.
she ooh.
Not a rent
And
baby.
she brings a different aspect to motherhood. Not all, you don't have to birth the child to be a mother.
You
Absolutely,
sure don't.
absolutely. You don't have to birth a child to be a
Or
mother,
to be a daddy, to be a parent,
or
you
to be a
don't have to give
parent.
birth to them.
Period. But you got to have some maternal instincts.
She might have that now with
Where?
the boys.
She don't got nothing with that
You
fake
don't know.
Fendi.
Well, at least she
Child.
feeding the kid. Staying maternal instinct.
She's feeding them with eggs with no salt and pepper.
She making sure they go to school.
It's too much labor. Hello, beautiful. My name is Matthew.
I know that's my little boy, bitch.
Come on out. You look amazing, bitch.
Thank you.
So before you enter in, right, we got to do this.
Oh, no,
I mean, we've come a long way. Thank God I've grown. Thank God.
Not thank
They
God
have
I've
to
grown.
stop showing this scene. I get very triggered by this scene.
Why?
Because this is when Marlo used the F word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
So every time they show it, that's all I remember. And that, like,
Go back
I get
to
very triggered. I wish they just stopped showing it. Huh?
No, I repeated what she said. Go back to them you be hanging out with.
Uh-huh. And meant it. And when she was on the Carlos King podcast last week, she said that's why she thought that she didn't get a peach all this time, because she used the F word. And I was like, yeah, that's why I would listen. I can hold a grudge, child.
I still don't see it for her.
No.
I feel, Sheree, that you really do like Tyrone.
I do.
I pay attention being an Aquarius. I know you are hurt. And I'm not judging you, but I just want to get there and understand where you're at. And I'm just shocked for you to be sitting there looking like a brown Barbie, and you're waiting in dirty ass Philly for Tyrone, who stood you up. Where are you?
I am a hopeless romantic, and I give people the benefit of the doubt more than I should.
That part.
I know that he loves me, and I think
How do
that
you know that? How you just said, I know he loves me. How do we know? If your baby girl came to you and said, Mama, I know he stood me up from me and you, but I know he loves me, what would you say to her?
Okay, now you make me feel real crazy. I don't think they would even put up with it. They're probably really surprised that their mom is putting up with this.
You deserve more.
I don't know.
Block his number.
I can't say that I'm ready to walk away. When I tell you, I'm
you
pissed,
have
I'm
to.
hurt,
You
I'm
said
pissed.
it. He left you sitting outside a f***ing restaurant like you were no one.
Bitch ain't had no relationship ever.
Okay.
No relationship. She only has situationships, entanglements.
Okay.
Hello.
And I hate, sometimes as a friend, you got to know your place. And I feel like Marlo,
know the moment.
you don't even know Tyrone, and you don't know what they've been through or what that emotional connection is, and you just want you want Sheree to just block them and end them. Like, come on, sis. Like,
Misery loves
Sheree
company.
defends everything.
Misery loves company.
Exactly.
That bitch is
What'd you say,
miserable.
Chef? She ain't had no relationships.
She ain't had no relationships, but she want to give out advice about relationships.
Okay.
But her miserable ass, she just wants some company with her darling. So this is a singles event. This is a singles thing, girl.
That she ain't paying for nothing but for the space.
Okay.
Hello.
She ain't paid for the food. She ain't paid for the gifts.
No,
she ain't paid for
production
nothing. But for the space. Because it's at her house.
But I also think, like, that's why you shouldn't tell your friends things about your relationship, because they're going to have opinions about it. And then this one isolated situation, they're not going to let you live that shit down. This is just who Tyrone is. He's standing you up, girl.
A real friend would allow the situation to be yours and support you regardless of the decision that you make. That's a real friend. I mean, I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to agree with your decision. But guess what? I also don't got to lay down with Tyrone.
Hello.
You do.
Hello.
Period.
And I ain't have to call him.
His number.
And I ain't got to stand outside for 2 hours while
Okay.
You did. That part.
Oh my God.
Did you tell her what happened?
Candy wasn't here.
Okay, so I'm saying with Tyrone. It's okay if I share it?
No, I told her. Was I not supposed to say?
Well, I probably should have told her, but if you told Candy and Candy knew this information, Candy did not call me to.
Because I was going to wait for you to say what you wanted to say about it. I don't want to just call you like, hey, girl.
Well, that's what Drew did, and I didn't even, Drew and I have been going back and forth. First, Candy didn't call me about Drew and Anthony. Now she didn't call me about Tyrone. That's 2 strikes. What kind of friendship do we have?
I don't know that you don't necessarily cry that often.
I don't.
And they said that you were crying. And I was like, ugh.
That's what broke my heart
He's
the
not
most.
being a good friend to Sheree.
But I do understand Candy's point for a couple reasons. One, because of their previous history, and also two, remember that Sheree has never been a person that shares about the things that's happening in her life,
True.
specifically her love life. So I understand Sheree's point, but I also understand Candy's point. I probably would have done the same thing, like waited for you to come and see how you wanted me to show up for you, as opposed to me just being like all the other greedy ass girls up here talking about something. Oh, you okay? Tyrone left you out there.
Yep. And
it is hearsay.
To your point though too, I think it's very tricky in any friend circle, right? Because a bitch like me, you tell me Torian told me that such and such, I'll be like, okay, well, bitch, what else did he tell you? Like, you know, because like, so I think it's very tricky in a friend circle where you want to make it seem like you're not talking about things that's going on. Sometimes you want somebody to, sometimes you have to wait for your friend to bring it up so that, like you said, Tori, you can see how they would like you to show up for them. So I don't fault Candy on this. I think Sheree is picking with Candy, like just on this. You're not being a good friend. You're not being a good friend when Sheree wasn't ever a good friend to Candy. You know, the only thing that Candy's at fault for is that shirt that she has on right now. So,
I think to your point, that is true. Because also the last episode, she talked about how she wasn't a good friend with telling her about what was said between about the Anthony boy or whatever.
So we
which
think that Sheree
it
is
still
just,
feels like.
I say, so we think that Sheree is just picky at the moments that she wants you to be a good friend, and if she don't want you, okay, I get that. I see that.
And I think this also is like, this is also a storyline for her now. At this point,
it is.
That's what broke my heart the most, to see you cry when you were sitting there at the table.
Yeah.
Before I was like,
I just
mad.
knew you was gonna be there, Kenya.
Girl, what did you want me to do?
Kenya and I talked.
Support me. Be there
Of
for
course
me.
I supported you. What am I?
But not just on the phone. Why did you have a full glam on?
Because I
though?
was preparing to go. I called the doctor. They were like, you cannot go. You need a test. And I got a test. And once it was cleared,
let me see.
I with you. Don't question
you too. So I'm telling you.
Don't make me feel bad because I'm sick and I don't want you to get sick.
I felt bad.
You went to the doctor in full glam.
I already told you why I had glam. I had glam because I was planning to go. If you were listening, you would understand that.
She told Kenya that she wasn't a good friend, and Kenya was right there for her.
Right there for her.
She said that she wasn't being supportive because she didn't come to Marlo's house. But Kenya was there. Kenya was ready to look up flights for you, and you know, just so to me, I'm like, all right, Sheree, you reaching now, like you reaching.
Yeah.
But I also get to, I think it's also a moment of vulnerability for her.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think she is legitimately, she's leveraging this opportunity to be like, oh, poor it's me. Oh, you know, whoa, it's me. And I get it, because what you like, it was foul what happened to you. But at the same time, you know, Kenya was there for you. In fact, she was the first person that you called after your daughter. Yep. Like in the group, she was the person that you called. You didn't call nobody else. You called Kenya, and Kenya was there supporting you. So it's like, you know, yeah, I agree. She's pulling on strings, and nothing is grasping. Nothing is catching on.
And I got a test, and once it was cleared,
let me see.
I with you. Don't question.
You too. So I'm telling you.
Don't make me feel bad because I'm sick and I.
None of my friends better ever question me and say, well, let me see. Because if you think I'm a liar, then we cannot be friends. Like, the fuck is wrong with you?
As well as, why they going so fucking hard at Kenya? If she thought she possibly could have had COVID, like, yeah, like they are real. Like, you could tell who don't have storylines.
Exactly.
But in fairness, homegirl was beat for Jesus, coughing, talking about something she's sick.
No, but like she said, she was preparing to go. Like I was, I could see that.
But then here you going down to this event.
Well, what happened was she, and what people don't understand is they got a doctor on set and the doctor told her she couldn't go because she needed to get a COVID test first. So once she got a COVID test that same day, the next day they had this group event. The COVID test turned out to be negative, and she can go.
Yeah, but don't come around here coughing though, because it may not be COVID, but it can be something else.
Yes,
and we're around food. Why are you coughing around food?
Very true.
Oh my God, we can't act like COVID is the only thing that's out there in the world. Like there's allergies. She could have been grossed out by the chicken. Like
no, but she's saying that she's sick. For me, it's not even, and she's coughing. So even if it wasn't COVID, you're still coming out the house, being around a group of people, and you're around food. Everybody knew it was going to be a cooking situation. You're going to be around food, coughing.
You don't go to work sick?
No, that's why we got PTO, baby. Sometimes you don't, and I work from home, so there's that.
Well, I'm just saying, sometimes you got to go to work
food,
sick.
Bitch. I think in food you have to be very careful, So.
Nobody know
I'm with you
snot
when you're
inside
right.
the curry.
I'm with you when you're right.
Curry snot chicken.
Chef, don't make me not eat from you no
I'm
more.
with you. No, I'm with you when you're right. You're right about that. Like in the food business is very different.
I was about to say, not the resident chef over here condoning his foolishness around food.
No. I wasn't condoning it.
And uncooked food at that. Not even cooked food. It's uncooked.
Okay, I love.
Well, I'd rather you cough around uncooked food than cough around cooked food.
Don't cough about none of it.
Don't cough around none of it, but cough around the shit when I gotta still cook it to 100 and something degrees and kill all the bacteria that I know is killed, as opposed to this shit's ready to serve and the bacteria just sitting on there.
I don't trust anything. It might be some foreign fucking sickness that
monkeypox.
You gotta cook it at 600 degrees in order to kill
Child,
that bitch. No.
If that shit gotta be 600 degrees. You killing everything.
Baby, not even heat kills it. Okay.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Candy is the money mom.
Yeah.
She got a whole team and a daddy daycare. She's a money mommy nation.
Oh, you're crazy.
They probably over there plotting. Then they want to claim they want to be such best friends. Like, get the out of here. Excuse me.
You don't even have it in your heart, Candy, how to help other people.
She's for herself.
For herself. First of all, Candy was a damn hoe. She everybody for free.
Yeah.
That bitch was a hoe and that pussy wasn't good, and that's why you right here always got the date underneath your tax bracket, okay?
Preach.
And Kenya, I was Miss USA, and I have Kenya more. Bitch, you was a goddamn video hoe. I don't want to know I was a video hoe. Bitch, you went through every rapper in America, didn't get a ring.
Facts.
I mean, it's really sad because Candy, Sheree, and I have been friends longer than all these girls. For Candy to even know what she's going through and not to uplift her, that's really surprising. I know Sheree was really hurt about it. At the end of the day, people can only be who they are.
Marlo just said Candy was a hoe.
Mm-hmm.
Her pussy was trash.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she got a date below her
tax
bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Sheree says, right. What is Tyrone?
Child, that's not even a tax bracket.
What is Tyrone?
That's a dependent. She trying to find a dependent. Everybody need a dependent. Shit, I should be like Sheree. Give me a man that don't work.
Trying to get a tax write-off.
She trying to write something off, child.
She's trying to get a tax credit.
Get you a man that don't work so you can write that shit off as a dependent.
Okay. Like what is going on?
Even Cairo got a job. Even Cairo around here working and cashing checks. Child. I don't like that one bitch talking shit and the next bitch agreeing. I don't like shit like that. It'd be the moments that you need somebody to be like
with bad credit.
With no credit at all.
Because the house is in Thelma's name.
Be clear, no credit. No credit is bad credit, baby.
Okay.
No credit is bad credit.
Took how many years to build that house?
And this moment at this part of the show was very dark for me. And for Marlo to downplay Candy's accomplishments and Kenya's accomplishments when these people have contributed to Black culture, it just, I don't know. And I think Marlo is doing too much. I love Marlo, but you can't just be that damn desperate for a peach. Like, it's just a lot of chaos.
Oh, she thirsty. She thirsty and hungry.
And it doesn't seem organic.
Yeah.
Like none of this.
Is as fraudulent as some of those fashions that she's wearing.
Ooh.
But can we also say, outside of the mess, what's her storyline?
That right.
The mess.
And her
Right.
She
mom, what
brings
is
the
it?
mess.
Monty.
Mhm.
That's what it is. That's her storyline. Monty and the mess.
Right.
And I think it also makes sense for her to be cool with Sheree because they're both bone collectors.
Right.
They both have been doing that. She's now taking
Right.
over this season, and Sheree has consistently been the bone collector on every episode, every season she's ever been a part of. Hell, when she didn't even have a peach and she was just showing up as a guest, she was still being messy.
Bringing
Right.
bones.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. You
Well,
know,
guys, phony, 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 and phony.
phony.
But I
Fake like
think
them
Marlo keeps
Fendi's.
coming for Candy, and I think last week, like you said, Tori, and earlier last week, Marlo was talking about Candy hasn't done nothing for the culture, and then in this very scene, she said Candy's selfish. She only think about herself, but Candy has put like Candy has said, she has put all her businesses in Black communities so that she can employ Black people. She has paid off tuition. She has like 2 different charities. Like, what does Marlo have?
Candy wrote no scrubs. What like, please.
Fuck all that.
That's
Fuck
part of
that.
this culture.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That we talking about philanthropy. Like, the fuck has Marlo done?
But I think the other thing too, and let's, I mean, even
You're saying somebody's selfish. Like,
I just
selfish.
can't go with it. I can't go with any of them coming at Candy. But again, who are they gonna come at?
Exactly.
Yeah. They said that Candy just be coasting. Now, I will say, when you look back at the seasons,
Candy she do be coasting.
She do be coasting a
But
little
you know
bit.
what? But you know why? You know why she can do that? Because she always got some legit shit going on.
She does.
So she doesn't
True.
have to be messy.
True.
She doesn't have
True.
to do the extra, the above and beyond.
Yep.
She can
True.
just be her and exist in her, and she's gonna consistently get a peach because she always has something going on.
And she's consistently been real. Like, she's consistently been authentic, like her, authentically her.
I agree. And I think last season I said it has to come down to Candy or Cynthia, because they both kind of like Cynthia. We done seen 2 weddings already. We done, like
2 divorces.
right, and they both when you cast these reality shows, you have to get someone that's going to be a neutral party. And I felt like Candy was always neutral. When everyone hated Nene, when everyone hated Kenya, like, Candy has always been neutral. But I felt like her and Cynthia for the last 2 or 3 seasons have played that role. And I'm like, one of them got to go. But a bigger flex is Candy because she has a lot going on. She's a little bit more interesting.
Well, bye-bye, Cynthia.
But I think it was time for Cynthia to go. She got a new man, that she's focused on her man. She's an empty nester now with Noelle out of the house and college. So like, it made sense for Cynthia to take us, take a step back and be out this season.
Yeah.
And because again, to me, Candy can do no wrong in my eyes because Candy is a boss. She carries herself that way. She has all of these businesses. Again, she always has something going on. There's always something that she's doing. You know what I mean? From the restaurants to the plays that she's now producing and executive producing. So she's always has something going on. And so for her, it will always be a consistent place on a show like Housewives.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need that. And not only that, not just about her work, but she can be fucking shady. She can be shady. She can bring fun. She can bring, that other messy side to it. I mean, and let's also not forget, it was a couple seasons ago when she was in the center of all of the mess that was going on in the season. Yep. So there's that also. She can bring
she
it both ways.
And turned that shit into a check.
Business, because into a check.
At the end of the day, she did the whole dungeon show based on that.
She brings everything into a check. Everything is into a check.
She's smart.
Her Mama and Todd, a play.
Yep.
Yeah, I Candy can do no wrong in my eyes.
She's like Jay. Everything is content. Everything is content.
Hello.
Everything's a check. Everything is coin.
Well, that's our reaction to Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 6. Be tuned to be sure to catch Real Housewives of Atlanta every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern on Bravo. Make sure to follow our podcast every Tuesday, available on all podcast platforms. Follow us on social media. Follow us, hit the like button, subscribe, all that shit. Do what you need. Do what needs to be done.
Bing bong.
Have a good week. See you next week.
Bing bong.